guys, welcome back to BL World Drama, your go-to source for the juiciest scandals in the world of BL and GLs. From trending hashtags to sizzling social media drama, I've got it all. Join me as I dive deep into the lives of your favorite stars with exclusive updates, secrets, and interviews that will keep you hooked. Subscribe now, ring the bell, and let's dive into the glitz, the glam, and the scandalous world of BL and GLs. So let's get right into it. So today's video is about everything that happened in the BL and GL industry in the span of this 1 week. And on Sunday we see that FreenBecky went live because apparently they were going to be extremely busy during this week, so they were not going to be able to check in on their fans. But we know that Becky is always more active on social media with her fans more than friends. And when I say that, I mean that she does more lives than friend does. Now, it's probably because of the hate that friend goes or gets whenever she goes on live, and it's not like as bad as it is for Becky. Now, and that's not me saying that friend gets hurt and Becky doesn't get hurt. They both get hurt, but friend gets more hurt. If you understand, you understand. Now, friend was on TikTok live and Becky was on IG live, and fans were extremely happy because they were both live at the same time, at the same location, and like things got wild because people actually saw them apparently caring for one another and all that, and them being close as ever. I don't know, I didn't watch those lives. I have seen snippets here and there, and I thought, yeah, they were cool. So those lives didn't go as well as expected because a lot of fans were upset at why they were together in the first place. But I know that they were traveling to, I don't know, is it Chiang Mai or somewhere close to the beach whereby they were going to shoot. That's why they were together. They were traveling together. Now, a lot of fans were upset at Becky. Some Becky fans were upset at Becky because they felt like she's taking steps back, and they were thinking probably because, you know, there were a lot of rumors last year that Becky won't be resigning her contract with Idol Factory. So they were feeling that this new Becky that they saw on that live actually seemed like she enjoyed working with friends, and they were scared that she might probably continue or resign her contract with Idol Factory. Now, they were not afraid to share how upset they were, and some of them actually went ahead and threatened to leave Becky's camp. Now, that was it for the FreenBecky sons. They were extremely excited about it because for once, like, they saw that Friend and Becky are still united. They're still good or better than ever, and they felt like this ship still had life in it. Now, for the F sons, I don't know, but I think they pretty much, like, most of them didn't care. Like, they were just happy to see Friend. Yes, there was a little bit here and there chatter, but they were not like big mad. Now, that's what happened on Sunday after the live, going towards to Monday. So on the other hand, Richie, who is Becky's brother, also made some waves on the internet because he held a space on Twitter whereby he was promoting his upcoming, I think, movie. Is it a movie or a TV show? I actually don't even know, and I don't know. And then instead of like talking about the movie solely or the show solely, I think it's a movie, he went ahead and talked about Becky and her upcoming projects. And Becky, because a lot of his fans are his sister's fans, to be honest, the only people he has as fans are Becky fans. So I know it's actually normal for these people who would actually just ask, okay, yes, you're telling us about you. Okay, now tell us about your sister, because that's the only reason we are here. Because he still hasn't had any project to actually gather fans of his own. Now, people didn't take kindly to whatever he said about Becky's upcoming project, because some shippers were upset because he made Becky's stance feel like she was going to branch out more by herself, because we have known that lately she has had her own projects apart from the FreenBecky ship. And I don't know, I wasn't on that space, but it seemed like he said that Becky is going to have more projects on her own. So they came for him, and the shippers came for him and said that he wasn't supposed to talk about like Becky's project. He was supposed to promote like his own project and all that. And not me here, I'm thinking that if he probably talked about projects between FreenBecky, like, people were still going to be upset, because today it was the shippers. It would have been now Becky stands, like those solo stands who just want Becky to shine on her own, would have been upset too if they learned that Becky had other projects with friend. Now, that means that he was never going to make anyone happy. The safest bet was for him to actually ignore all the questions, or just say that this space is meant for me and my project, and it isn't meant to talk about anything that about my sister or anything that my sister has going on. So I would actually appreciate if you respect that. We will open another space to actually talk about Becky's project if you are interested to know more about that with Becky herself. That isn't that simple. Like, I don't know why these people get into like the entertainment business and they don't even care to get any media training. Like, media training is so essential, and it doesn't make you look fake, because it just makes you like put things in the right way without getting any backlash. Now, he has been getting a lot of hate first because he was seen in photos or videos talking with people who are dubbed toxic fans. And then he also got on fire because of like not being able to put orders of the bonbon claw. Like, some people still haven't gotten their orders. He also got hate for that, and people said that he was making Becky look bad because it was all his responsibility to make sure that things are like shipped and people get their orders. And then now, coming the end of this week, guess what happened? Someone decided to post messages of him and her, or him, I don't know the other person's gender, their back and forth of him trying to donate. Now, to me, I don't know, but I look at things at every angle. I felt like it was a way of them cleaning up his image, because he has been going through a lot this couple of weeks. He has been getting a lot of hate. So now let's make him look like a good guy. Let us make him look like he has a heart. Let us make him look like he's giving. So let us just put all the messages, all our back and forth with each other on Twitter, so to clean up his image. I ain't mad at that. You got to do what you have to do. So I guess now we are talking about how great the Armstrong family is, how they have such good hearts, and how they are so giving, and how they are so eager and so quick to help. So let's see what the end of this month has, or if this is the last of the last stop of the hate train on Richie. Now, another thing that did happen is that Becky's evil spirit, came back on social media, allegedly came back on X, because I'm not quite sure that it was the same people. But yes, like they came back, they said that they had some dirt to put out, and it was like they were making some threats. Now, those accounts were quickly reported and they are no longer there. And I don't know, I'm kind of skeptical that it's actually the real evil, because you all know my theory about the evil account. I've said it that I don't think evil account, or the owner of evil spirit account, is functional anymore. I feel like that is a problem that has already been dealt with, and it's gone and it's dead and everything. Whoever is trying to bring up the evil account now, I feel like it's a copycat, because we know a lot of things have happened, and if you have followed the evil account, or if you have followed the evil trend, you know that the evil account had a pattern. Like whatever good happened to friend, or happened to FreenBecky as a team, that account was always there to damper everyone's mood. And a lot of amazing things have happened to those girls for a long time, and the evil account hasn't said anything. Now, for it to show up now, it's kind of fishy, and I feel like it's probably not what people think. I feel like it's not an account out to actually harm friend or Becky. I feel like it's an account actually put out to actually make the girls look like a victim. Oh, these innocent little girls have this big bad wolf after them. Let's do everything to support them. Let's do everything to protect them. Let's make sure their projects are well supported and well funded and all this, because this big bad wolf is out to eat them all. That's my thought. Now, I am open to be disapproved, or what is it? Yeah, I am open for someone to actually tell me that I'm wrong, and it is actually someone who actually wants to like ruin the girl's career. But at this point, I feel like the real evil account, was laid down to rest like a long time ago, and they got their share, whatever they were asking for, and they're done and buried, because the level, again I say, the level of confidence in friend is of someone who knows there's nothing being held over her head anymore. So that's where I'm going to stop at the evil account business. Now, MEWTUL has also been making waves, and God, oh God, like I am like shocked at the toxicity that these queer men have been getting. And I'm going to regard them as queer, because I know that they are in a relationship. If you choose not to believe that, then that's on you. Like, I don't give F's about it anymore, because like I have realized that there is no
homophobic bunch of people more than BL fans. Like, people love to watch gay content, but that's all where it stops. Like, I feel like it's probably a kink or something. Is it a kink? Because if you actually appreciate or love the content, aren't you supposed to love the people making the content, or people who are not making the content but are being represented by the content? Like, I just don't understand. Like, these boys, not boys, these men get hate every single day. And I am loving that every single day. Like, we get new content about them. And as much as you're going to hate, you're probably going to hate every single day. Now, whatever like business or whatever goes on in people's head, I don't know, but it actually needs to stop. Like, I have done a whole video about MEWTUL. I'm going to put it here if you would like to know my opinion about MEWTUL, about their relationship and their journey, and how I feel like people should deal with these people. It's on those videos. But I feel like, and I think that's the problem with people, but I just don't want to get into it here because it's such a complex video, and I'm going to do one about it. But as for now, like, just know that MEWTUL has been making headlines on like different like sites on Intai, and also have been making waves on the internet. People are actually talking about them more and more, and the more they're being talked about and the more like they're being seen, the more hateful accounts are coming up every single day. And I feel like it's time for like the MEWTUL duo to actually put a stop to it. The next one is ZEEPRUK. ZEEPRUK has been getting like a lot of hate from the first. I feel like 2024, like, he's the next target, because I feel like specific groups are opening up to actually make sure that these actors, like, their shit is no longer covered or like buried. We've seen it with Friend, we've seen it with Charlotte, we've seen it with Bible of Beyond Cloud, we've seen it with Malfakum of Beyond Cloud, we've seen it with the Charlotte one. It's the same one as the Sawinan one of GMMTV, and we've also seen it now with ZEEPRUK this year. Now, these accounts, and we saw it also last year with Build, but Build on one is another story. Now, it was Z went ahead and liked a picture of this girl. Now, when he liked this picture, he also went ahead and comment, and then people said that to do damage control, he asked, or they asked New to also like the photo so that it doesn't look weird. Now, people came for Z, and also like his past was dug and put on Twitter for everyone to see. And people accused him of being straight and actually playing fan service and pretending that ZeeNuNew was the love of his life, basically. Now, when it isn't the case, people accused him of having a girlfriend they posted the picture of that girlfriend, and now like the hate got serious this week because the Dumondi boys had some time away to go on vacation and to actually rest because they've had a very busy schedule. Now, during last year, like Z and New actually did a lot of interviews, and in those interviews they mentioned about taking some time away and going to Maldives and this and that, taking vacation together. Now, people were expecting, the shippers were expecting for them to actually take vacation together because now they were free. But that's not the case. Z went with his family and NuNew went with some friends. Now, people were coming for Z because they felt like, because people were asking where NuNew was, they wanted to know his specific location because they knew Z's location because Z had posted about it on social media. Now, they accused Z of making it look like he was somewhere next to NuNew. And they say that Z actually has no talent or has nothing like going on for him, nothing special other than riding off NuNew's like talents, because they feel like NuNew is multi-talented and Z isn't. And they feel like NuNew trends like every single day, which is true. Like the guy trends like a lot. I feel like him and Charlotte and Ingfa, like they trend actually basically every single day. But for Charlotte and Ingfa, it's every single day. They're on the trend chart. Now, NuNew, when he trends, like he can have like 3 or 4 hashtags trending for him, or in a very bad day too. That's impressive. Now, because we know he's a fantastic singer. Like the guy blows me away with his voice. Like his voice is heaven. Like I am absolutely blown by his music. It makes you feel things and you actually don't even understand the language. Like his music, I absolutely recommend it. 10 out of 10, his music. Now, Z, they say the only reason he can trend is when he takes his shirt off or when he is actually speaking about NuNew, or he is in something with NuNew, or NuNew actually makes people talk about him. If NuNew talks about a topic concerning Z, that's when Z will trend. Now, I'm not a ZeeNuNew shipper, so I wouldn't know. I don't follow their content. I don't follow their careers per se. I think the only show that I liked from them was Cutie Pie 1, and that's it. So I wouldn't know if that's are the only cases where Z like trends about. But we know that Z has been on the entertainment industry longer than NuNew. But that doesn't change anything because we have these OGs who have like very less followers than these newcomers. So I don't know. You guys let me know. And do you actually feel that Z uses fan service to actually stay relevant? And he knows that when he doesn't use fan service, his career will basically be over because the only thing interesting about him is NuNew. Let me know.